Hello guys, and welcome back to a brand new video here on Tour and Every guys. As you guys know, my name is Kyle Sands and I have transferred to nursing. So I guess we should start the video by saying hello, my name is Kyle Sands and I'm a future student nurse starting in September. So it's a good start. I made a promise to you guys that I'm going to be documenting my journey properly starting from January, so I'm going to be taking you through every step. You know, I've still got to find out what year I go into in September, potentially year 1 or year 2. In my last video I mentioned that I've got my NHSP interview Friday and today is Thursday. So it's time to prepare for that really. I'm going to take you guys through my interview prep for myself really. I've got to complete some the application pack that you get for NHSP. So if anyone is applying for your NHSP, I'm going to kind of take you through the process really, so that's quite exciting. And if you're at home, fingers crossed, which hopefully you are at home, fingers crossed for me because it's my interview today, or tomorrow, sorry. And this is quite a big interview because obviously I need to be financially stable for one. And at the moment I'm not, because obviously I've dropped out of university. I don't get any student loan or student finance, so I need a job to pay for my driver lessons and just keep me above the water really. So yes, make sure you like and subscribe down below. If this video can get 40 likes, that'd be brilliant, and let's get into the video. First of all, I wanted to start off, before I show you guys what I'm going to be filling in for the interview day, I'm going to kind of explain what NHSP and the reason why kind of I'm applying, if that makes sense. So NHSP is basically bank work for the NHS basically. So you can just pick up shifts whenever you want to. If you don't want to, if you can't pick up any shifts at all, say for example you're a student, they are very flexible. And if you're a student nurse or going to be a student nurse, you get to go on this accelerated program. Normally it takes quite a bit of time to get in and have your training and stuff like that. But if you're going to be or are a student, then they kind of accelerate the process. So that's kind of the route I'm going, or potentially going into. And you can, all the hospitals around the area, so if I wanted to go back to Nuneaton where I am from, I could pick up some shifts over there, and obviously in Worcester I could just click on the website and pick up some potential shifts that are available. The reason why I'm doing it, like I said at the start, obviously I do need money, I'm not going to lie. So that's going to definitely help with that. But the main reason for me as well is to gain experience. I could just go and apply for Aldi or Sainsbury's and stuff like that and just get a job that's not going to really benefit me in the long run. I want a job that when I do start in September, I can work alongside my degree, I can be getting some experience, and potentially I could find a ward or a specialty that I haven't discovered for myself yet, but I could in doing NHSP. So it's going to be really, really beneficial. I'm really, really excited for the interview day because they said that there's going to be like a questionnaire, and then you need to be demonstrate that you can do general observations like a manual blood pressure and stuff like that. So it's going to be. It sounds like a really good day. So I am quite nervous, but I'm ready to give my all. Okay, so the first thing I would recommend is printing off all of the forms that they give you. So they normally give you about 4 or 5 forms. So this is all of the forms. I can't really show you the other ones because some of them are like confidential, basically, with my address on and stuff like that. But there's 5 forms, and as you can see here, not all of them would be applicable for you. So as you can see here, this is basically what the actions you'd be taking, basically. So for me, I'll be needing to do this one because it says all applicants. I'm in higher education, so I need to do this one as well, or I need to do this one, and then obviously this one as well. So normally, obviously if you're just applying and you're not in higher education, you just won't do this one. It's kind of self-explanatory. A few moments later. Okay, so I'm back. All of the documents are completed, and it's 3 hours later. Basically, we need one proof of who you are, basically, so passport, but then you need 2 proofs of address. Now I obviously live in university, and they give you like a list of stuff that you can would be suitable, basically. A bank statement issued in the last 3 months, which I've got, so that's fine, but I haven't got anything else. Now I've got my tenancy agreement and all that sort of stuff, but I can't find anything in my name. My driving license is in my name, which you can, if your driving license is in your name and in your address that you're currently living in, that's fine. But my driving license is in my at my home address back in Nuneaton, so it wouldn't be suitable, I don't think. So I've had to get my tenancy agreement out, and I've just basically been going through my drawers and basically trying to find documents that has my address on and my name. So it's been a manic couple of hours. I've been trying to contact NHSP, but they're closed now, so hopefully, because it does say on the website if you don't have the right documents they'll send you home. I've literally, as you can see here, chaos. The next day. Hello and good morning. Today is the day of my interview. I'm actually feeling quite excited. I just want to get there now. So I woke up at 6 o'clock with Lucy because she's on placement today. And then went back into bed and fell asleep until 9. I need to leave at 10, so I'm in quite a rush. So just thought I'd check in. I'm gonna have a shower now and go get ready. So, okay. I am ready, finally. I've just been running around the house rampant, basically, because I couldn't find my wallet anywhere. I don't know where, I just could not remember where I put it. Usual thing with me, I always lose my wallet. It was actually in my jacket pocket, so I was running around trying to find my wallet. That's why I probably look so tired. But I found it now. I've got 5 minutes until I leave, so I'm probably just gonna leave now. And I'm getting the coach bus to my interview, so it's about an hour's bus journey. I'm gonna get there like an hour and a half early, just so I can find the place, have something to eat, have a cup of tea, and then sort of settle down, do any pre-reading that I need to do. So yes, exciting. And this is my outfit. This tie, my granddad's brother, his dad, so my granddad's dad gave it to him, so my great-granddad gave it to him when he was in the war. It's like a war regiment tie, and my great-granddad gave it to my granddad's brother, and then my granddad's brother gave it to my granddad, and then my granddad gave it to me because he said to his dad said that he needs to give it to someone important so they can pass it down to the family. So it was a really special moment in my life, really. So I'm wearing this today. It's kind of like a meaningful tie. Hopefully it can get me through the interview. And then eventually I can pass this tie down to someone important in my life. Hopefully my son. Yeah, fact of the day. Let's go anyway, because I don't want to be late. So let's go. Okay guys, I'm finally back. I've had a shower. I was supposed to record about half an hour ago, but I went into some sort of reaction with this shampoo that I'm using, so I've had to wait until that calms down. But I'm finally back, and I thought, first of all, before I tell you how my interview kind of went, I wanted to sort of say the reason why I'm recording this video, because you know, some people might think that we shouldn't really talk about the interview, but I feel as though me talking about this and sharing my experiences will help many people going to their NHSP interview. But also it just allows me to reflect on how I did, and hopefully in the long run it you know, helps people with their interviews. That's kind of the main aim for this video anyway. So when I arrived, I was obviously, the last time you see me was I was on the coach bus. Why do we keep saying coach? Bus on the way there. I did record in the hospital. I had a jacket potato and a beans. That was the last thing I recorded, but the video kind of just cut off and deleted, and I don't even know where the footage went, so I lost all the footage from when I actually was on the bus on the way there, so apologies for that. I promise you I did vlog when I got there, but it got all deleted, I don't know why. But then I got there and I had like an hour and a half to spare, so I thought, you know what, I'll go get a cup of tea and have a jacket potato. You know, stock up on some food, you know, very ready for the interview. Finished my jacket potato, you know, I vlogged and stuff, and I said this is what I'm doing, blah 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 blah. And I thought, you know, I'll go and try and find the room that I'm gonna have my interview with. I had like an hour sort of and a bit to go, so I found the room, and I thought instead of just waiting outside, I thought I'd go and sit in the room. What, you know, why not? I sat in the room, and the room started filling up with medical students, and I thought, what is going on here? and I didn't have the courage to stand up and leave, so I sat down. I just thought, you know, I'm gonna accept this. This is happening. The room filled up with medical students, consultants, doctors, you know, you name it. They came in their scrubs and, you know, their uniforms. And little me in the uniform that you see me in was just sat there, and I sat through a half an hour lesson on consent. And everyone was looking at me because they obviously realised that I wasn't there for that lesson. So that was quite embarrassing. And only I would do something like that for my interview. So half an hour passed by, and I thought, it can't get any worse, surely. So I was kind of at rock bottom at the, you know, at that time. But I thought, no, I'm gonna clear that. I'm gonna go to the toilet, wash my face, and thought it's gonna be a fresh start. So eventually, after that, I then met up with the other applicants. There were 2 other people, and I believe it or not, on my letter they said that, you know, it's going to be a busy day basically. So I expected there to be, you know, at least 15-20 people, but there was only 2 of us. One of them worked in the theatres, so he was a registered nurse and he worked in the theatres, and the other guy has just qualified as a nurse. So I was the only student, which was kind of weird, but it was nice to share experiences and you know, talk about why he's there and why they're there. Well, why they're there, should I say? And it's kind of nice to share little conversations here and there. But in my tips video, if you haven't seen my interview tips for nursing, I always take these tips into new interviews that I go into, as well as always speak to the applicants and stuff like that. It calms your nerves, and I needed it after going into the wrong session. It kind of helps with that, but also as well, it does look good when the interviewer comes out and sort of sees you talking to everyone, and it kind of builds up the rapport with everyone else as well. So if you do have a group activity, you're kind of already there, if that makes sense. So it really did help, and I got to know these guys. I added one of them on Facebook, so that's how much we spoke about. So I wish him all the best if he's watching this, which I highly recommend he's not. We all got brought into this room, sort of gave us like a welcome to NHSP and stuff like that, and sort of explained how the day is going to go. Then they said that there was a session where you had to show you can perform general observations. So you'll be taken out one by one and sort of and do that, which you had to pass and show competency doing. The next one was a 50-question questionnaire. If you did pass that, which I did, so I passed my general observation kind of session. A tip would be for me to learn how to do manual blood pressures. That would definitely recommend doing. And if you don't know how to do that, that is kind of a big thing to do. So I'm not going to go into details about what you need to do, but just a tip: learn how to take a manual blood pressure. The 50-question questionnaire was actually really difficult, I found. There were kind of generic questions, but also there were a couple of questions in the multiple choice where you thought it could have been both of them, if that makes sense. But I passed it. I passed it with flying colours. That was really good. I was then brought in for a formal interview. I would like to say that my interview was very informal. It was very much like a kind of chat. They were absolutely lovely. One was a nurse. I think both of them was a nurse, sorry. I feel as though it went really, really well. Given off how the day started, like I said, it could have went any worse. They would have given me an offer, you know, there and then, but the documents that I provided, like I said at the start of the video, I was struggling to find a proof of address, so I need to go back into the bank and they need to send it on headed paper. So I'm waiting for that. That kind of takes 2 or 3 working days, and I need to print off a pay slip, because I had it on email, but they need it printed out basically. So I need to go back to the place, which is like an hour's bus journey away, and then just give it them when my bank statement arrives, which should be Wednesday. So hopefully by Wednesday I can actually tell you officially how I did, which is really exciting. But if anyone wants any tips for their NHSP interview, I would also say, you know, dress formally, like you've seen me wearing a shirt and a blazer. I would always say dress smart, because it's an interview. You need to dress smart, I always say. Talk to the applicants, like I said at the start. You know, it's very important to share your experiences and meet the potential applicants, because you can see what they have to offer, but also it looks good. It does look good, I'd have to say, and it kind of calms the nerves as well. I'd really recommend doing it. But the main thing for me is just to smile. I always, you know, even if I'm having this most stressful day, as soon as you walk through those doors, just completely forget about it. And that goes for every shift that I do as well. If I'm having a really, you know, tough time at home, I just walk through those doors and just forget everything that that's going on, and I just smile and be polite. Treat everyone as though it's I always say it's my grandparents. That's how I give care. Treat everyone as though they're your grandparents, and I don't think you can go wrong. So if you treat the interviewers as like they're your grandparents, you would talk to your grandparents with respect, and I think that goes a long way. I've always said that, and it's got me through interviews and stuff like that. So always be polite, respectful, don't swear. And the last one, really, be punctual. I got there an hour and a half early. Yes, I did sit through a lesson talking about consent, but if I didn't get there early, I would have missed my interview. So it's always best to get there early, I always feel, and it kind of gives you the to find where you are, get a cup of tea, have a jacket potato if you want, like I did, and it kind of takes that pressure off. So definitely recommend that. But I hope this video has helped. Like I do say, make sure you like and subscribe down below. I'm so close to 2,400 subscribers on this channel, which is amazing. But also as well, on my second channel, I'm so close to 200 subscribers. So if you could check out my second channel, should I say, down below, I would greatly appreciate that. If this video has helped, drop it down in the comments. Feedback is really appreciative. I've just upped to my quality, for my videos, so I hope it's good. I hope it's you can see the improvements, and just I hope it's calmed your nerves for this interview. If you can show why you want it and put a smile on that face, I'm sure that you'll be able to go far with your interview. So hopefully I'll hear back on Wednesday and I can update you guys, but I think I did enough. I'm quite positive, and I will catch you guys in the next video, which will be me updating you to tell you if I've got the job or not. I'll catch you in the next one.